You hear a physiotherapist talking to Mr. Patel.
You have 30 seconds to go through the notes.
Morning, Mr. Patel. Thanks for coming in. How have things been going since your referral?
Hiya, thanks for seeing me. Honestly, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. I've been dealing with this sciatica on and off for about 2 years now, but it's really flared up in the last few months. Got to the point where I'm limping some days and can't sit through a whole meeting at work without having to stand up or pace about.
Sounds really disruptive. Why don't you walk me through the history a bit? When did it all start?
Yeah, so I first noticed it in late 2022. I was working from home more, hunched over a laptop on the sofa most days, bad setup, in hindsight. Initially, it was just a dull ache in my lower back, but gradually this shooting pain developed down my right leg. At first, it only went to the back of my thigh, but eventually, it ran all the way down to my foot. Felt like someone had plugged me into a socket. Real zappy and sharp.
That classic nerve pain, yeah. Did you get it checked out at the time?
Yeah, my GP diagnosed it as sciatica. Sent me for an MRI, which showed a bulging disc at L5-S1. Not herniated, but close. I did a round of physio, mostly stretching, core work, bit of postural advice. Helped a fair bit at the time, especially with the numbness I had in my foot. But I sort of fell off the wagon with the exercises once the pain eased up.
That's really common. When did things start ramping up again?
Probably around February this year. I switched jobs and started commuting again, long hours at a desk and driving in traffic every day. I started feeling that familiar throb in my lower back and leg again, but this time it's more intense. Sitting for over 20 minutes is brutal. Oddly, walking around helps, but lying flat makes it worse now, which is new for me.
Interesting. And anything else that's changed or made it worse?
Yeah, stress has been a big one. There's been a lot going on at home, my mum's been unwell and I've not been sleeping properly. I've noticed my back tightens up more when I'm anxious. I've also put on a bit of weight over the last year, and I reckon that's not helping either.
That's all useful to know. Have you tried anything this time around? Meds, stretches, adjustments at work?
Yeah, I'm on naproxen, which dulls the pain a bit. I've also been seeing an osteopath privately. He's done some deep tissue work which helped, but the effects don't last long. I tried doing yoga at home too, but I think I overdid it because I had a bad flare-up after a session last week, must have twisted the wrong way. I did have a standing desk installed at work though, and that's made a massive difference. I alternate between sitting and standing now and that seems to take the pressure off my lower back. Also, heat helps, hot water bottles, baths, that sort of thing.
Great that you've already found some relief strategies. So, what are you hoping to achieve with physio this time?
Honestly? I just want to get to a point where I can exercise again and not be constantly worried about triggering something. I miss playing 5-a-side with the lads. Also, I've got 2 kids, 7 and 4, and it kills me that I can't really play with them properly anymore. Even picking them up for a cuddle is a struggle some days.
That's a very clear goal. We can definitely work toward that. We'll look at nerve gliding exercises, targeted strengthening for your glutes and core, and posture correction. I'll also assess how your spine's moving and see if we can restore some flexibility there.
That sounds good. I'm keen to commit to it properly this time, you know? I don't want to keep relying on painkillers or feel like I'm in survival mode every day.